Welcome back, people. We got another video for you guys here again today, playing some more 7 Days to Die. We are on PS5. Anytime I do live streams, I'll always use a face cam and mic, but for videos, I randomly hit record, and that is how we always get those awesome video clips. We also now do have a playlist of just 7 Days to Die, and that is because I want to progress through this game as far as I can. My plan is to see if I can reach day 500. If I can reach day 500, I'll be more than happy with that. If I get further than that, then that's awesome. Our base that we did have, if you've been watching us from the beginning, don't worry, we still have got that base and we are still going to be using that base. But I built a base in the middle of the town, and that's because this town is so good. There's so much loot here that I really want to loot it, but I wasn't able to loot it because, well, I did actually. I did loot a little bit, but I didn't manage to loot all of it because it just got crazy busy. Way too many zombies and stuff around, and of course I could not carry it because I'm playing it solo. I could not carry all the loot back on my own. Now, Big Man was meant to come and play some of this, but I don't really think that he's feeling 7 Days to Die, to be honest. He doesn't really, I don't really think he likes it. So because of that, I'm running it solo, and I don't mind actually. Yeah, because I kind of got a rough idea of what I'm doing on this game, and for the fact that Big Man doesn't really know, you know, if I was playing with him, of course I would have to explain things to him all the time and wait for him to come follow me and all this kind of stuff. Whereas if me playing it by myself, I can just get on and do what I want to do. Now, in the last few videos, we've shown us building to this place, which it's taken us a long time to build to this town, if I'm honest. We built it underground just to be safe, but look at that. It's looking proper zombie proof. I've got spikes absolutely everywhere. Inside the base, outside the base, around on all of the walls. I've got those wooden logs around all of the walls, but I also do have the wooden spikes around reinforced, as you can see. I've got some of the walls as concrete. I'm very, very sure we're going to run out of the concrete whilst I'm doing this, but we'll see how far we can get. Even if I can make a couple out of wood, couple of heights out of wood, that's fine. My main thing is to try and build this wall up here a little bit today if I can. Now I'm going to need more metal, I'm going to need more concrete, I'm definitely going to need a lot more of everything, because it's taken quite a lot of materials for me just to build what I've built. Now I haven't built anything really big, to be honest here, but because I've turned everything from metal then into from wood then into the metal like that, and then going into the concrete, obviously that does take quite a lot of materials. And I've done a little small base, as you can see. I think that looks proper zombie proof, which I'm glad it does, because there's a lot of cops around here, there's a lot of dogs around here, there's runners, and there's loads of, yeah, there's just tons of zombies around here. Now when I first started building here, there was a cop around, and that was kind of making me nervous, because if he exploded, he could have destroyed pretty much the whole entire base here. But luckily for me, I managed to get him out of the base, and then I ran back to our base to get some metal and some concrete, and then I came back. After I came back, he was gone, and I'm glad he's gone. I'm not complaining. I am definitely glad that he is gone, because yeah, if the cop explodes, it does a lot of damage, and I don't know if it can take out the concrete walls. I'm not sure. I'm guessing it probably could. So there's the rest of our cement now, our concrete. As you can see, we can't make nothing else concrete. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to use the materials that I've got left, and then of course I'm going to go and gather a ton more materials. And we are now on day 88. I probably will come back on day, I don't know, maybe about day 100, I guess. could be before that. It all depends on if I want to show a blood moon or whether I'm just gonna be building up the base. I probably will do a blood moon, maybe, but I'm definitely going to be doing a video on day 100. I've just got to gather a ton more resource. Now I know that I could have, I've said this in the last video, I know that I could have built the cobblestone frames straight away, and I could have definitely reinforced this a lot quicker, but I wanted to start off with wooden blocks and then turn it into the metal and then into the concrete. And the reason why, I know it takes a lot more resource, I know it takes a lot more time, but I want to do that because I don't want to just keep on gathering loot on this game. I don't just want to only loot stuff. I do like the idea of building as well. So for me to build a lot, I always need to keep gathering resource. So sometimes I go and get a load of materials, other times I go for a big loot. I've not managed to get a really good loot though on this game, other than this one town here where I am now. I've been to other places, but this has definitely been the main place where I found the best loot. So that's why I built a big massive tunnel from our base all the way to this town, and then I built up from the ground, and then I built this wall around, and then I built the little house as well. I will show you the house in a moment, just in case you haven't seen the other videos. Nothing really that fancy, to be honest, just yeah, it looks good. I'm glad it does look good, because when it looks good, it means that it is strong. That's exactly what it means. How much metal we got left? We're almost out of metal as well. Yeah, we're pretty much out of everything. That's alright, I don't mind. It was worth it, because at some point there will be a video where I do go and loot this place again, and when I do go loot it, you'll see what I mean by great loot. There's some really good stuff around here, so I'm going to use the rest of the metal that I have left, and then the rest I'm going to make out of wood. And then, okay, so there you go, there's the rest of our metal finished. I know wood isn't that strong, but don't worry, as I said, I am going to gather more materials, and I am going to reinforce this. I just want to get the height of the wall ready, so that way I don't have to place all these down at a later stage. I don't know how high I'm going to go with this, 5 or 6 high, I guess, something like that. I did miss one, didn't I? There it is. And one there. Yeah, that cop, when I was placing down these these wooden frames and the blocks, he was breaking them, because he was shooting that green gunk towards me, which kept breaking these blocks. Then he kept getting in, then I managed to get him out, then he got back in again, then he got back out again. Oh yeah, it was a back and forth thing. Am I glad he's gone now though. There we go. Keep placing these down. I'm going to run out of these as well very soon. I've got 100 and something odd left with these. I literally brought so many materials from the other base just to do this. I couldn't tell you exactly how many materials I have spent doing this, but it's taken me a lot of metal, or a lot of iron should I say, a lot of concrete mix, and an absolutely insane amount of wood. How much wood? I'm guessing over 30, well over 50,000, well, about 30, well over 50,000 wood I have used to do this, because of course I've made the spikes, and as well as making the spikes, I've made the log spikes, then I've made all the wooden frames, and then I'm reinforcing everything with wood, then reinforcing everything with metal, then everything with the concrete mix. Yeah, it's taken a lot of resources, but it's okay. That's exactly why I don't mind going around every now and again, rather than always looting for for guns and stuff, I don't mind every now and again going around having a bit of a loot up on materials, whether that's wood, stone or iron. That is one of the main things that I do try to gather a lot of. Our wood collection, I think we had about 100 odd bales of wood, and I've really burned through a lot of that. I know that I don't have a lot left back at base. I know I don't have 50. Oh, there's a zombie over there. I know I don't have 50,000 back at base, so that tells me that I've used more than 50,000 wood, reinforcing all of this stuff right here. I think I'm going to go one more higher, one more in height, and then I think that's going to be pretty much it in height. That'd be 5 high, which I think is probably high enough, to be honest. I don't really think I need to. I don't think I need to go too insanely high with this one. I know our one backup base is a lot higher, but then the one backup base, that's our main base. I don't really, you know, there is a chance they could break all this down, but I don't think they'll be able to get through here, get into the other part of the base, then come down under the tunnel, and then come to our main base. At least I'm pretty sure they can't, but I'm not going to say they definitely can't, but I'm sure they can't. I guess it could be possible though. If a cop ended up exploding, breaking out the wall, then another cop ended up exploding and taking out our little house there with all the spikes on, and then they took out the vault door. Yeah, you know, it's not completely impossible. I don't think it is. I don't think it's completely impossible. That's why I try and cover every option, or try and cover every ground possible, which is to try and reinforce, go over the top. It's best to have too much than too less. I'd rather have way too much than too less. That's definitely a fact. So I've gone a little bit probably over the top on all the spikes and stuff, but I want to make it to day 500, and I'm not going to be able to do that if I don't make sure that I properly reinforce everything. I've noticed that they definitely see weak spots. If you've got a weak spot, they'll definitely take it on, and they class a weak spot as, most of the time, a damaged wall or the doors. If there isn't a wall that's damaged, they will come through the doors. They managed to break down an actual vault door. I've never ever seen that before. And they managed to break down a vault door, and we're only on day 88, so I'd hate to think what's going to happen when we're on day 500 at the doors. Yeah, scary thought. As even if I make it to day 500, I don't know, I might not. Alright, so wooden frames, oh there you go, I got another 300 there. I thought I used them all, I didn't. So we got the height right now. That's the height that I'd like it to be. I could even go one more higher, because I've got enough of those wooden blocks on me, or wooden frames should I say, but I'm not going to. Because what I'll do is I'll gather more materials so I can fix this wall into all concrete, and then we're definitely going to be making a video of looting in this town though. Do I need to go any higher? I could go one higher. I could. Should I? Yeah, we're only 14 minutes in. Let's just one more. Then that's 6 high. Always put a block on the end there like that, otherwise you'll end up dropping into your actual spikes, and that will not be good. This part is the easy part, just whizzing through like that. Gathering the materials is definitely very time consuming. Building the other base took me a couple of weeks real time to get it the way I wanted. for me to build everything that I've built here, even though it's not the biggest base, for me to build everything here, I would say it would take me at least 4, 5, maybe 4 or 5 days just to gather all these materials of everything that I've used so far. But because I've collected it over time, I've managed to, you know, I thought ahead of time. I thought I am going to build a tunnel into a town so I can just grab loads of loot, keep taking it back to the base, and then eventually I can take that back to the main base. So I kind of already had that in mind from the very beginning. So that's why I've built a load of wooden frames ahead of time and a load of spikes, and gathered a lot of the concrete mix and a lot of the iron. I thought ahead, and by thinking ahead has done me good, because otherwise I would have built all the way to this town, then I would have had no way to defend myself, and I would have had no way to hide anywhere, whereas if now I do. I'm going to put some storage boxes inside that little base. I'm not going to leave too much storage here, but if I'm looting and I've got too much, I can quickly come back, drop it off inside here, carry on looting, and that way I can loot the whole entire town, because I haven't managed to loot the whole town because there's too many dangerous zombies around. I've died a couple of times, and of course I can't carry everything on my own. So let's place all of these down. Yeah, that's definitely high enough. I've gone 6 high. I don't need it any higher than that. That's more than enough, I think. We had just enough wood to get that height. I think 6 is more than enough. I've got a couple of extra spikes, not many, but I am going to definitely need to make more wooden spikes, because of course my spikes here are going to continue to keep on taking damage over time, and I'm going to need more. So there we go. Alright, I've got to build that up a little bit there. Put a block there. Oh, okay, there we go. And a block there. Let's reinforce that one. Even though it's only wood, it still does the job. Pick that one up. Alright, there we go. There we have it. Our wall has been complete. Look at our door. We had 2 doors on there. One door is broken, and that one is absolutely, yeah, that one's absolutely wrecked. One thing I do need to do though, I do need to move that car out of the way, because that is right in the way there. There we go, get that out of the way. I need to make another vault door, and I need to bring some steel to repair that. Look at that, I need steel to repair that. Okay, scrap that. Yeah, we got 9 concrete left. Oh, actually, I can just put that straight in the forge like that. Yeah, look at this. So we've got all spikes all around here. We've got 2 vault doors on here as well. So I'm really trying to make it as zombie-proof as possible. And then inside here, as you can see, look, we've got the few concrete blocks here that is holding the roof up. I need to, I don't know what I'm going to put around there, maybe a couple of blocks. But anyway, look, we've got the vault hatch on there. So we've got quite a few doors for them to get through, although it's not impossible for them to get through it. So we're going to definitely have to reinforce all of this as well. So I'm going to use the pickaxe. I'm not going to do it in this video because it's going to take a short minute. But as you can see, look how much. That's 1,500. And I've got to break that out. It's going to take a second. There you go. I'm going to break it all out, so eventually we've got enough space to put more of those wooden frames, which I don't know why that's damaging that for. No, that broke it. Oh my gosh, it broke the ladder. I have no idea why it done that. The angle must have been way off. Right, let's make another one real quick. Wooden ladder. There we go. Yeah, that done it. Bet it's gonna... No, I don't know why it keeps doing that. No, it done it again. Oh my gosh. Sounds like an ice cream van. No. It broke it off again, that ladder. There we go, put it back. So yeah, I've got to break all of that out, make enough gap. Oh my gosh, why does it keep breaking? I really don't know why it keeps breaking that ladder. Okay. Yeah, I've got to get more wooden blocks because I'm going to build it all the way up. As you can see, I want to make it like this. So that way it's being reinforced everywhere. Just to try and make it as strong as I can. There we go. Come over that way a little bit. There you go. Right, so I need to move that out. So you get the idea. It's gonna take me oh wow, okay. It's gonna take me a short minute to reinforce all of this here as well, but that is something that I definitely am going to be doing at some point. Whether it's going to take me a long time to gather it, probably, but it'll be worth it in the end. It makes it look that little bit more tidy, and most important of all, it makes me feel that little bit more safer as well. Right, so that's going to be pretty much it for this one. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out for the next one. And this is our little bit that we've got down here. Well, I've got anything in there? A couple of little bits. All right, we've got a little bit of wood in there. I definitely need to make some more wooden frames, don't I? Because I've got to reinforce all of that thing there. All right, wooden frames. How many can I make? 3,000. I'm going to need that. Does seem like a lot, but I am going to need it. We've got some spikes there. Getting a little bit low on the wood, so I'm definitely going to have to gather more of that as well. Wood and iron and cement. That's what I got to gather. So I'm probably going to, yeah, probably, anyway, I don't know, maybe day 100 I bring you guys back. Maybe before. If not, at least day 100. I'm going to gather a ton more materials, and I've got a lot of digging out here to still do to reinforce all of this as well. It's going to be a busy one. It's going to take a long time, but we'll get there eventually. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. Check out some videos in our playlist if you're interested. We catch you people again soon for some more fun and games. I am out.